Hello there, it's Joss. First I've done this one, so it's a little bit weird. Basically, welcome to mount mod to my chest. It's a weird way to start the video, but yeah, basically I've got a new camera with a chest mount, and I'm going to go for a little walk to a local sort of like hill that we have nearby me. So we're just going to go for a walk now, and we'll pick up when we get there. It's going to be about a 5-minute walk from my house, so it shouldn't take too long. This is where I say it's 5 minutes, it ends up being forever. So we'll see how it goes. Just a quick side note, whilst I'm walking out, I'm going to probably take the camera off because it feels a little bit weird me having a chest mount strapped to me constantly. I'll see. I may keep it on actually, although I'm a bit worried about the looks I'm going to get. We'll see how it goes. Can't really make up my mind at what I'm doing, to be fair. 1 minute it's on, 1 minute it's off. But it's the first time I've done something like this, so it's a little bit weird for me. But I've got this camera, and I said to myself, well, I'm not going to not use it. I'm going to make the most out of it, so I'm going to be doing sort of walks to hills and stuff like that with the camera. And I'm going to be doing stuff like, if I get permission of course, sort of theme park POVs. Don't know if I just whack you around the face. Oh, go this way. I don't know if I just whack you around the face with the camera. If so, I'm sorry. I probably just made the whole camera completely blurry now. However, I can actually check it on my phone, so that's a good thing actually. In fact, I may actually be able to show you whilst I'm walking, because I'm in a little bit like a passage, walky, foresty area type thing. So I'm a bit bored, and I can't bother to make the video a bit fast forward. So I'm using the EE action cam, and that's a bit weird, actually. So that is currently my view. Yeah, so it's quite a cool little cam. I can control everything from here, so it's quite useful. But yeah, let's carry on the journey. I had to avoid that slightly awkward moment there. So it's going to be a weird little jump cut happening. And it gets weird when someone's walking straight in front of you when you've got literally a camera strapped to your chest, but it's what I'll get used to eventually. Like I say, it's something that I've not done before. And also I'm not really sure where to put it. I've got like 3 YouTube channels. I've got one which is more a predominantly coding channel, one which Google forced me to make because I've got a Google account, and one that I've made for a theme park fan site that I co-run. Well, I do sort of like social media updates on it, so I've made one for that as well. So I think it'll be split hit and miss and where I put it. I'll probably put some on my channel with my name on it. Some I'll put on for the theme park one if it's theme park related, and probably not going to touch the coding one because it's not coding related. So we're coming up to actually the hill now, Misk Hill if you're interested, and you'll see it sort of emerge in a second. Yeah, there we go, nothing massively impressive, but it's quite a good, nice thing to walk up really. Let's undo the gate. Oh, of course, the gate's locked. Fantastic. Looks like I'm doing some climbing. Action Cam Extreme! Just to make sure I'm not... Oh. Oh, carry on, this is going so well. That was slightly awkward, but there now. Like I said, it's not a massive hill. It's no Snowdon or Everest, but it's a local hill. I mean, that location there is where we usually do some sledding when it's nice and snowy. Usually walk up here, do some sledding on the hill, which is quite fun. But yeah, I have came prepared for the trip, even though it's a quick walk. But I am massively unfit, so I brought some drinks with me to keep me company. But yeah. The adventures of an action camp. Just try to have a look at that, but let's be courteous to the surroundings. Yeah. And the issue I've got is I don't know how much you're going to see of this. Because obviously there's no camera on it. And I'm a little bit blind at the moment to what you can see. Yeah, usually do some sledding around. Quite cool. A nice thing to have. So close to my house as well. As you can tell, I'm extremely unfit. I don't do this very often. So I've got this camera, so why the hell not using it? So in case you're wondering who I actually am, like I said at the start, I'm Joss. Some of you know me from sort of theme park community, whereas some of you don't know me at all, which is fine. I sort of co-run Theme Park Guide, which is a Facebook channel. Oh. So I sort of co-run that for all the Alton Towers stuff, because excuse me, because I am from sort of Midlands, so I do all that at Alton Towers and Drayton Manor, even though I don't really go to Drayton Manor that often. Ooh. This is going to be the most incoherent vlog slash walk slash anything for a while. It's not quite as extreme as the Cross Valley walk, but it's quite impressive once you get up here. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, it splits up a little bit. So we've got the forest field there. We have the slope that goes down here, which I actually walk to. Just realised I have to be careful of cow business and horse business up here, because it is predominantly got animals on it. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Now whether you can actually hear me, because it is a little bit windy up here today. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, the plan is to show you around really. Don't know how interesting this first vlog slash walk will be. Not really sure what to call it, because it's kind of like a vlog or vlog for the kids, but it's not quite. It's a bit weird. All of you currently going, Jesus Christ, he's unfit. Yeah, I am. Well, yeah, I'm aiming to get out of that. I think this camera's helped me a little bit. Because rather than just going to do it, rather than just going and going, yeah, I did this, I can come to places, I can talk to you lot, if any of you do actually watch it, because, well, first one I've done, so the following's not going to be massive, but I'm going to spread the message as far as I can, see what I can do, but yeah, it's going to give me a lot more inspiration to get out and film and stuff, rather than just going, I've did it, and I've got nothing to show for it. But yeah, don't know what you think of this view. The well, not horrible fish islands, but not quite so bad fish islands. Well, it's quite nice to get a lovely view up here. I forgot how good this is. I'll try and give you a bit of a tour of where I live as well, essentially. As you can see quite a lot up here. What I'll do, go to here, I'll then walk back and go to the other field and take it from there. I don't know how much I'm going to have to edit out. Quite a lot of the walk I'm going to speed up, so it turns into a bit of like a quick walk. So that's only going to take up a couple of minutes of the video. It all depends how interesting my conversations are, really, and how much you can hear of me. Because you can actually hear me probably a bit better now than earlier, because I was a little bit out of breath, if you like. But this is where we also used to do sledging, down this side. This side was more the extreme side, because it was completely deadly, with a big iron fence at the bottom. So not exactly child friendly, but yeah. But yeah, we have quite an interesting landscape around here. For anyone that's not aware, this is a little town in Nottingham called Hucknall. But yeah, I mean, over that direction, there's sort of like a like a hill like this, but you can see a lot more of the rock work is more exposed. It's quite nice. Over there, now I don't know if you can see that. You've got the M1 motorway over there. It looks like it's stopped, as always, because it's the M1 motorway. And sort of, you see that yellow bit of like, I don't know if you can see it at all. I'm going to have to cut this bit if I can't see it, but that little yellow bit, just in front of that is where my house is. I couldn't tell you exactly where, and I'm not going to tell you exactly where, because otherwise I might get people constantly stalking me. That's not me undoing my flies, that's me undoing my jacket, because I've kind of like wore a shirt and then wore a jacket over it, so people don't see my my chest mount quite as much. But yeah, I mean, over there, you really can't really see it anymore. You might have saw earlier when I was walking over here, there's a big crane over that direction. You may just be able to see it now. That is actually the town of Hucknall. It's not a massive town, it's quite small. There's like a high street and that's about it. With a lot of shut down shops. We've got a school there, we've got a chemical factory over there, we've got Rolls-Royce over that direction. Yeah, it's quite a lovely place, to be fair. It's not bad. And I just realised I've rambled for far too long. But yeah, I'm gonna walk back the other direction, back to where I originally started, and I'm gonna go into the next field along. So I shall cut the video here. It means I can stop talking, and it also means I can make this video not quite as long as it should be. So we'll talk. Not a teenager, although I should not do that. But yeah, I'll talk in a bit. Stop. And I can start the camera just like that, using my phone. It's a fantastic bit of kit. You can, I don't know how much you're going to see of this actually. This is a completely wasted time. But yeah, we're sort of back now. There's a man over there walking his dog. So I'm gonna. That's the way I was planning to go. So hopefully I can follow him without looking like a stalker following with a camera. But yeah, I'm going to Oakwood, I think the 15th of August. It's about 3 weeks away. I'm aiming to take this with me and do some potential chest mount POV stuff. Obviously, depending on Oakwood's stance on that, I'm not quite sure what their stance are. And obviously, Alton Towers are quite up on it. They don't like people filming on the rise, and you very, very rarely get permission without the park being completely shut. So obviously, I'm not going to be able to do that at Alton Towers. But there's been POVs for every sodding ride there about 40 times anyway. So it's not like it really matters. But yeah, this is the back side of yeah. We've also done like skiing and sliding down this hill as well. It's not quite an intense one, but it does the job perfectly fine. It's somewhere over there. We've got the motorway again. But yeah. That's going to be my aim whilst I'm up here. I'm going to try and find the motorway, because it came sort of that way, really. So I always thought you could see it from here, but clearly not. It must be the next field along. I've run out of things to say. This is probably going to be a bit that gets cut. Ooh, actually, no, maybe not. I have found some animals. I have found some iron beasts. Now, I don't want to die today. I'm just going to keep walking in this direction and see what happens, really. If there's one over here, I'll try and get as close as I can without dying, but we'll see. But and also, I don't know where I'm supposed to come across, actually. So that's probably not going to be a good idea, because I could walk all the way over there, and then it turns out the fence is like just here, because I can't see anything further on. So I'm not exactly like 100% on everything around here. I think this over here just opens up into a huge field. Ooh, a lot of you know what around here. Because I can start to hear the motorway. I just don't know if I'm going to die in the process getting to there. Because it's starting to get a little bit more wobbly roads. Some roads probably passed through the time. Well, it's all good fun. All good fun. Ooh. Good thing of the action camera is that I have all my hands free, rather than having to hold a camera like that. Because often stuff like climbing that fence earlier, even though it's completely unnecessary, doing that with a camera in my hand would be a bit more difficult. And I've just met a dead end, haven't I? Can I at least see the motorway closer than? I can hear it a lot more. But there is fields of gold, or fields of wheat, blocking my path. Well, Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do. I'm gonna run away before I get thrown in some poo. Well, it looks like my journey's came to a bit of an end, because my M1 surge hasn't really gone very well. Just readjust my chest mount. But yeah, it hasn't really gone very well. I think it's a little bit too far out of reach, really. However, I do know how to get to the M1 from my because on the back, as I mentioned over there, is that yellow bit. That's actually a field, and then there's the forest. You go through the forest, and you can actually get to lots of old brickworks. And then in the old brickworks, well, after the old brickworks, is a bridge to the M1. So I can actually get to there if I wanted to. Don't know why I'd really want to go to the M1, because it's just a long road. But it's quite, I don't know, something weird about the M1. Something quite impressive when you're standing near it, or standing on it, or standing, well, you're not going to be standing on it very often, let's be honest. Otherwise that's going quite badly. However, in my history of I'm gonna go down here. Yeah, in my history of playing it down a little bit so you can actually see. Yeah, in my history of driving, I have actually only once been actually still on the motorway. Oh, I'm gonna die here. This is my last vlog and my first one. To anyone that sees this, hi, essentially. But yeah, I'll try and continue the story without dying. Yeah, I mean, I've been on the motorway where I've been stuck still for many, well, not many hours, probably about an hour in total. But it got to the point where we were all out of the cars and sort of talking to each other, because that's how UK people work. They get in a situation of emergency and they get out of the cars and start talking to people. Any other situation, they don't. So we got out of the cars and started talking, and it's a really weird experience being stood on the motorway. Because the motorway, I was probably aware, is a huge road. It is, you feel quite small being stood on it, put it that way. I mean, it's something I might walk to another day, but it all depends how this first one takes off. But yeah, I think that is going to wrap it up, because I mean, I don't really feel that the point of driving back would be not driving back. I don't really feel the point of walking back would be necessary. So I believe I shall see you on the flip side. So thank you very much for watching. My name has been Joss Dutton, and I look forward to showing you quiet gate. I look forward to showing you well, just things that are a little bit different, because you eventually get a bit stale with seeing theme parks over and over again. Really, it's quite nice to see something else. So thank you for watching, and peace out. I mean, what I might do actually, just before I go, I shall unscrew you from my chest mount. I shall free you from my chest, pop me off, so you can actually see sort of my kit that I've been wearing. Yeah, you can see why I decided not to hide it a little bit, because it looks a little bit ridiculous. I have chest mounts to chest mounts, and they're designed not to fall off, and this definitely doesn't fall off. So yeah, so thanks very much for watching, and ta-ra!